Hello and welcome to Pyro. My name is Annie and today I am going to be answering some frequently asked questions about the Pyro Tower. The first question I'm going to answer is, what size of wood will fit into the Pyro Tower? The standard wood that will fit in the Pyro Tower is a 16-inch piece of wood. That is just your standard cut firewood. However, you can fit, of course, smaller pieces, or if you have larger pieces of firewood, you can stack them in bonfire or teepee style, and they will also fit inside of the Pyro Tower. Another question we often get is, how close can I place it next to things? So a rule of thumb that we often tell all of our customers is you definitely want to make sure you have 6 feet of clearance above the tower and then about 3 feet of clearance around. And that is because heat radiates so it does go up, and you want to make sure you have enough clearance above, and then also it will radiate about 3 feet around it. So you'll have about I think it's up to about 80 degrees around it, and so you don't really want to place anything that could potentially melt or start on fire or anything within about 3 feet. So when you are setting up anything, or if you have siding beside your tower, just make sure you are that far away from it so that you don't have any melting issues. Also, please be aware that this is a fire pit and it will get hot, so make sure you have the regular safety precautions available and on hand, such as a fire extinguisher and any other precautions you would take with any other fire feature. Just make sure you're taking all those same precautions with the Pyro Tower. Can I put it on my wood or composite deck? Yes, you can, but there is a little bit of a standard for this. You can definitely put the Pyro Tower on your wood deck, especially if it's on one of our pedestal bases. The only thing you need to be aware of is if it is not on a pedestal base and you are burning in the bottom compartment, that whole bottom part will get hot. So you need to be sure that you are not burning in the bottom compartment if you do have it on your wood or composite deck, because that will cause burning because that whole bottom part will get hot. As long as you burn in the top part, you will not have any issues. But if you have it up on a pedestal or one of our pedestals, there will be no issues. So if it's up on a pedestal, you're gonna be fine. It won't get hot. It will only get hot from where the heat is, and the heat rises. So it'll go up. It might be a little bit lower, but the rest of this down here will stay cool. But if you do not have one of the pedestal bases and you choose to burn in the bottom compartment, which we'll answer in another question, I'll answer how to do that. You cannot have it on a deck or composite because that bottom part would get hot. However, you can burn if you put it in the regular burning chamber on the top, then you'll be fine and you shouldn't have any issues. Can I put it on an enclosed porch? We highly recommend that you do not put it on an enclosed porch. The reason for this is due to restricted airflow. We have had it on an enclosed porch before where there were 2 sides and the airflow could meet on both sides of it. However, there were still issues. So we really strongly suggest that you keep it out in open air and do not put it anywhere that is enclosed, because you might have smoke problems and we just really don't want that to be an issue. So we cannot recommend that it goes into any type of enclosed porch for safety reasons. Can I put the pedestal base on casters? No, unfortunately, you cannot. The reason for this is due to the weight and wind hazards. The weight of the actual tower with pedestal base is 400 pounds, and that exceeds the weight limit of the casters, as well as it creates quite a hazard if it becomes really windy and the tower tipping. And if you have anything burning in there, that is definitely not safe. So unfortunately, no, you cannot put the pedestal base of any kind on casters. Which cover do I need? Great question. We offer multiple types of covers. If you have just the tower, which is from here up, we offer just a tower cover. There is also a complete kit cover, which will have everything from the pedestal base all the way up. And then we have the monolith cover, which is of course giant. Online, each one will have a description. So make sure you read the description and it'll have a matching product to go with it. So the tower itself will have a cover, the complete kit will have a cover, and then the monolith will have its own cover as well. Can I install the door without a grill grate? You can only install the door if you have either the grill grate or the removable shelf on there. So if you have neither of those, there's no slots to actually put the door on there because the door does rest on one of those. So if you don't have either of those, you won't be able to have a door on there. Therefore, you won't be able to have a door if you don't have the grill grate or the removable shelf. Can I start a fire in the top or the bottom? Yes, you can start a fire in the top or the bottom, but you must use the firewood rack included with burning the fires in the Pyro Tower. Or you can use the charcoal basket. So if you got one of our kits that includes a charcoal basket, you can also burn wood in the charcoal basket. But do not burn firewood on the grill grate or directly on the bottom of the Pyro Tower. Please use the included firewood rack or the charcoal basket to prevent any type of warping or any kind of damage to your grill or the bottom of your Pyro Tower. Can I remove the shelf and make one big fire? Yes, you can, as long as you are burning on the firewood rack. So if you want to take off the removable shelf, or if you have the grill shelf in there and you want to remove that as well, go ahead and take that off and put the firewood rack in the bottom, and then go ahead and place your firewood and start a fire. But make sure you're not burning on the bottom of the Pyro Tower. You have to use a firewood rack or the charcoal basket, and make sure you're burning on the plate that goes inside of the charcoal basket, not on the bottom of the charcoal basket, just so that you avoid any type of damage to the bottom of your tower or any type of warping. You need to make sure you're placing the firewood on the firewood rack or on top of that plate that goes on top of the charcoal basket. Can I get one with an opening in the back like on the monolith? Yes, you can, and we do often get requests for that, but that's the key. You have to contact us at info@proudpyro.com and request it. Our support team will be happy to help you with that, and they'll get that specially made just for you. What's the difference between a monolith and the Pyro Tower? Well, to start, the monolith is about 2 times the size of a Pyro Tower. Also, the Pyro Tower has a lot more capabilities than the monolith does, but the monolith surely does make a big statement as a fire feature. We did just add the monolith grill accessory. However, the monolith is opened on both sides and does not include doors, so you can't smoke inside of it, and you can't do anything like pizzas, wood-fired pizzas like you can in the Pyro Tower. The monolith also weighs around 450 pounds, which is quite a bit more than the Pyro Tower itself. However, the Pyro Tower with pedestal base is pretty close to that, so they can be similar when you get everything included with the complete kit included with the Pyro Tower. And then also, of course, just the sheer size and diameter when set up is a big difference. So that in general, I think, is just the huge part of it. And then also the bottom storage part on the monolith for the firewood is quite a bit larger than what's included in the Pyro Tower, just because it's just 2 times larger. It's huge, hence the word monolith. How big is the opening in the front of the Pyro Tower? Well, the top is about 14 inches across, and the bottom is about 19 inches across. And then it's about 12 inches tall and will fit 16-inch pieces of firewood. How do I remove the grill shelf or the removable shelf? I will happily show you how to do that.